Hello everyone, and welcome back to another haul video. And these are the books I'm going to be talking about. And this is from the last 3 months. It's about 3 pickups from it's about 3 orders from in-stock trades, and also a couple of Kickstarter projects. So, and a couple of DVDs and Blu-rays. So it turned out to be quite a lot. And I guess without further ado, let's get into this because it could take a while. So let's just jump right in and let's start with the Blu-rays and DVDs. And I'm just gonna try to not get that glare. First up is this, the Vengeance trilogy. Okay, a DVD collection. So this features Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, one of the greatest movies of all time, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance. Old Boy is just such a great, amazing movie. It was also made in an American version, which is also really, really good, by Spike Lee with Josh Brolin. Really damn good movies. This is a collector's edition, collecting all these 3 movies that are not really connected, but same director and has the same tone. In a way, they're connected. All from Korea. So this is just has a lot of stuff in it. All the movies come with an extra DVD. So there's a lot of extra material in this. I think its casing is broken. 6 discs, as you can see. Let's see if we can get a focus. There we go. That's a lot of. There's a cool, the autobiography of Old Boy. Old Boy is also, you can get it in a manga. Sorry, the casing here seems to be bad. That's not cool, but anyway, the Vengeance trilogy. Really cool. Just recommend anybody to watch Old Boy. To watch this original version and watch the Spike Lee version, which I think may be easier. Because Japanese movie, or Asian movies, I should say, whether it's Japanese, Korean, or Taiwan movies or whatever, have a different tone than traditional Western, European, or American movies. But these are amazing movies, especially Old Boy, one of the greatest movies of all time. Just one of my absolute favorite movies. Next up, it's a Blu-ray collection. This is the Raid and the Raid 2, so more Asian movies. It has Raid and Raid 2. Pretty bare bones stuff here. It's just the movies. A lot of cool action stuff in this, and had a very good price for it, man. If you can pick it up in Blu-ray, and yeah, why not? It's the Raid and Raid 2. So let's get into the books. First up is Usagi Yojimbo, Volume 33, the final volume of Usagi Yojimbo at Dark Horse. Now, I don't have 33 volumes. I have the Usagi Yojimbo Saga books, the 8 volumes. I have a couple of these as well, but this is the final volume, completing the run, because Usagi Yojimbo and Stan Sakai has moved to IDW since. And obviously this is classic Usagi Yojimbo, which I love Usagi Yojimbo. I always have and I always will. I just the art style looks very childish and very simple, but when you actually read the stories, it's very adult. So it works for both kids and for adults. And Usagi Yojimbo, I think it's absolutely great. Obviously, Stan Sakai is the writer and the artist on this book. I just recommend anyone read Usagi Yojimbo, and you can pick a volume 1, or you can pick a volume 15, or you can pick a volume 33, because it doesn't matter. But Usagi Yojimbo, it's one of the great masterpieces of comics in my life. Okay. What is this? Volume 4 of Southern Bastards. One of the great series by Jason Aaron and Jason Latour. Obviously, I have the previous. It says here in the back here they're gonna come back for another volume. There haven't been any single issues coming out, but yeah, that's what they say. So we'll just have to wait and see. This has been out for probably a year and a half at least. It's a great book. I recommend anyone to read Southern Bastards. Just one of the great books of the 2000s, I'd say. Really recommend it. Another one is The Fix. This is The Fix, Volume 3. This is detective, police, but a lot of comedy. I really, really like it, by Nick Spencer. A lot of comedy. The artwork is good. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna turn down the TV. Have it on. Don't get too loud here. It's very nice artwork. A lot of comedy. It's really, really good. I recommend everyone reading this. It doesn't get a lot of press, which is unfortunate because it's such a damn good book. The Fix, hilarious book. Okay, let's get into some other stuff. As you know, I am a huge fan of said character, Punisher. And today I have a lot of Punisher books. So let's just get into them. So this is one of the Epic Collections. This is Volume 2, the Epic Collection 1. And this collects, let's see here, Punisher 1 through 5 from 1986, then the miniseries, then came the ongoing Punisher, then 1 through 10, Daredevil 257, and Marvel graphic novel Punisher Assassin's Guild. Now I have 1 through 5 and 1 through 10 in the Essentials and an Omnibus, but Jesus, I have to have it. It's Punisher. I get everything about Punisher, as you know. It's, good classic Punisher. Classic artwork as well from the 80s artwork. I like it. I'm a huge fan of it. The 80s, 70s and 80s are a golden period for me. So another Epic Collection. I think this is in total there are 3 Punisher Epic Collections out there right now. I think so this is Volume 2. There's a Volume 8. I can't remember all the numbering of the volumes, but there's a couple of more volumes coming, which is awesome if you're a Punisher fan like I am. And I guess we should get into the other Punisher books I have, because I have I have one more Punisher book, and that is this one. This is Punisher Return to Big Nothing, which has Punisher Return to Big Nothing, Punisher Assassin's Guild, like I just talked about in that epic, and Punisher Intruder. So 3 graphic novels. This came out just recently. It's weird how they pick this Assassin's Guild when they just got it in. I don't know what Marvel thinks sometimes, but artwork here. The artwork in these books is phenomenal. Look at this. It's great artwork. It really is. Some stunning artwork. It's going to be graphic. Violence is going to be graphic because it is the Punisher. Okay, look at this. This is good stuff. Come on, you can't go wrong with this. Really good artwork. Haven't had the time to read this yet, but really, really looking forward to it. Next up, got The Tomb of Dracula, Day of Blood, Night of Redemption. Tomb of Dracula is my all-time favorite comic book series, and this was the revival. The original Tomb of Dracula was back in 1973. Then they tried to restart it. This came out in 1991, and obviously has Tomb of Dracula 1 through 4. So, it's the great team of Marv Wolfman, Gene Colan, and Al Williamson, and Gene Colan's artwork is just the best. It really is just the best. But you can see that it's Colan's artwork, but you can also see that it's 90s artwork, which I'm not a huge fan of the 90s artwork, but it's Tomb of Dracula, it's Gene Colan. I mean, I'm reading this currently, so I haven't finished it. The cover alone is awesome, but obviously I recommend everybody reading the original run from the 70s. I have the Visionaries, there's 3 of them, and I have the first omnibus. I'm waiting for the other 2 to be released. They reprinted the first volume last year, and I'm hoping they will reprint the other 2 volumes soon. Anyway, Conan. Oh, let's get a little away from that glare. Conan the Barbarian, Volume 1, the new Conan book. Really freaking great. Aaron, Asrar, Safino, it's Jason Aaron writing it, and the Asrar artwork is really good stuff. The Conan books. They're doing really good work with Conan so far. I can't complain about this at all. You know, the run at Dark Horse was great, so you'd think that hard to live up for Marvel, really, after such a great run from Dark Horse, but they are seamlessly just running through this. So this is great stuff. So this is Volume 1 of Conan the Barbarian ongoing series. The other ongoing is The Savage Sword of Conan, the classic Savage Sword of Conan. Now, since the original Savage Sword of Conan was in black and white, this is in color, though. Another very good book, though, as well. I've read, and I've read the Conan book as well. But what they did was they did it in black and white as well. So yeah, I have the same book in 2 different versions. Yeah, 2 different covers though. But so I'm gonna try to show you. I'll try showing you the difference here. It's a beautiful page. Okay, let's turn it over just so I can show you guys. Okay, just gonna try to work this. There you go. The color version, which is beautiful. And then the black and white version. Okay, very cool. I'm sorry, this is harder. Can't talk, apparently. It's more difficult than I imagined. I wanted to do it. I'm sorry. There we go. Sorry. Just want to do a side-by-side comparison for you. There you go. Freak. The black and white is great. I love black and white comics. I really do. So that's so cool. Conan, they hit on all cylinders with this. Then I picked up this collection of books. This was one alone This is Batman, the Cape Crusader Volume 1 and Batman, the Cape Crusader Volume 2. So what this is, let me tell you. This collects Batman 417 through 425, 430 through 431, and Batman Annual 12. Has Jim Starlin, Jim Aparo, Mike DiCarlo. This has late 80s. Let's see, this is from March of 1988, number 417. So again, once again, what I love, 80s artwork, late 80s, and to the late 90s, or early 90s I should say, with Batman. We see Volume 1, then we have Volume 2, which continues, and this has 432 through 439, 443, 444, and Annual 13, so it just continues. They have really solicited a Volume 3 that will be coming out in September. Obviously, picked that one up. This is just great stuff. Let's see here. So this picks up April 89. So really almost at the end of. Very nice artwork here. So yeah, this is good stuff. So this is stuff from Wolfman, Aparo, DiCarlo, among others. Accompanying this is The Dark Knight Detective. So that's the Batman book. This is the Detective Comics book. So this is Batman, the Dark Knight Detective Volumes 1 and 2. Volume 1 collects Detective 568 through 574, 579 through 582. Mike W. Barr, Alan Davis, and Paul Neary are the main contributors to these books. Let's have a look. Very cool cover. This one, November of 86. There haven't been a third volume of this solicited yet. Okay. Guess we can only hope there will be. I love that they're doing all of these. Dark Knight Detective and Cape Crusader and Batman and the Outsiders and, you know, Tales of the Batman and Legends of the Dark Knight and all these classic stuff. I think it's great. Volume 2, great cover. This is a cover by Mike Mignola, which is tremendous. This has Breyfogle, Grant Wagner. Covers issues 583 through 591 and Annual 1. So if they did a Volume 3 of this, it should cover issue 600. So here we go, Mike Mignola artwork. There you see it there, and there you see it how it was. So this is from February 88. It's not Mignola artwork, but the cover is Mignola. It's all good stuff. It's all really good stuff. And what I like, what I really, really like about this, let's see, that's just the spines, how uniform the spines are, okay? See this? This is great. This is how spines should look. Especially because it's books that companion each other. Okay, before we get into the regular hardcovers and omnibus I picked up, let's go through the Kickstarter books. So you can go through Kickstarter and you can support Kickstarter projects. And I have supported a bunch of Kickstarter projects. Or bunch, yeah, 5 projects, and all 5 have gone through. 2 of them have not arrived yet, and they will be arriving in the next 2-3 months or so, but 3 of them have, and this is one of them. This is 47 Furious Tales from Sonoma Publishing, issue 1. And let's see if we can open this up. So I got this about 3 weeks or so ago. Some extras there as well. Just thank you for your support of the 47 Furious Tales issue 1 Kickstarter campaign. We thank you for helping to make this comic possible. And then there's the autographs of the creative team of this book. And same thing we go there. Very cool. So this is issue 1 by writer W.S. Quinton and artist Alexia Wildhuisen. You get the autographs as well. Very, very nice. It's hard, hard paper quality. So this tells the tale of the 47 Ronin, 47 samurai basically, but with the animals. It's harder quality paper, stock paper, really good. I like that. I also got it in digital form. It's one of the Kickstarter. You get the physical and the digital volume of this book, version of the book. Very, very cool. Very happy to have this. And hoping for the other, I think it's going to be like 5 volumes or whatever. And hopefully when you finally have the 5 volumes, you can get it in like a hardcover collection or something like that. That would be really, really cool. Sorry for that. So really nice. The other Kickstarter I got was this. This is Commando Ninja. I also got this about 3 weeks ago. Now, about 3 weeks ago, so that was in August. This was supposed to come out in April. So they were delayed like 3 months. That's a long freaking time. So I got, of course, the PDF version. I got the movie. If you go to YouTube and search Commando Ninja, you will get the movie. I also got the soundtrack. Go to YouTube, search for Commando Ninja. You will get the full movie. The movie is like an hour and 10 minutes or so. It's here you go. You can see what type of stuff this is. This is just classic. There you go. Available on YouTube. Just a take on like Rambo and Predator and G.I. Joe. So this is one shot basically, but with fucking dinosaurs. I saw this, I couldn't pass it up. Happy that I got it though. Really cool book. So if you're a fan of 1980s action, corny action movies, and Rambo and ninjas and not vampires, but dinosaurs and all that stuff. Here are all the Kickstarters that contributed. I am here somewhere. This comic book was created thanks to 868 backers. That's very cool. That's so many people that went to this, became a backer in this Kickstarter project. Very nice. So, Commando Ninja. Now, here comes the big one. This is the coolest book. One of the coolest books I own. And also Kickstarter project. This is by Mark Wheatley. Songs of Giants, The Poetry of Pulp, featuring Robert E. Howard, Edgar Rice Burroughs, and H.P. Lovecraft. Not only did I get this beautiful hardcover book, but I got the audiobook, so you can read along here, because this is poetry. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I got a lot of digital extras. Very, very cool. There's embossing here. The quality here is absolutely amazing. Mark Wheatley illustrated and wrote this himself. Go in here. Very nice bookmark. This autograph. There's just for a little. Here we have it. It's just pictures of H.P. Lovecraft. These are lithographs that he's drawn. Edgar Rice Burroughs. And Robert E. Howard. Very, very cool. Then, I got these as well. Some beautiful lithographs. Okay. Printed and signed by Wheatley. So, amazing artwork. This is Surrender by Robert E. Howard. Let's take a look what this was. This was The Cats by H.P. Lovecraft. And this is Surrender by Robert E. Howard. Fantastic stuff. The book itself, heavy stock. So this is number 117 of 1000, limited edition of his autographs. Heavy stock paper here. So this is, look at this. So these are the poems that you can read. It's not your traditional like comic book, but how can you go wrong with this? There's this one that followed, one of those beautiful little ribbons. Outstanding artwork. Look at this. You can't go wrong with this, okay? So I'm so freaking happy to have this. I'm honored to be able to contribute to that project, Songs of Poets. The final 4 books before I'm run long here and long in the tooth. This is Sword Daughter from Dark Horse, Brian Wood, volumes 1 and 2, hardcovers. Brian Wood, Max Shader, with Jose Villarrubia and Nick Picos. So volume 3 coming out. Brian Wood, I love Brian Wood. I love Brian Wood doing Viking books. This is another one he did. Obviously, he did Northlanders, which I have a complete run of. He did Black Road, which I have complete, and I was doing this. It's volume 1. And this is volume 2. Beautiful. Looking forward when volume 3 comes out. Sword Daughter. Great stuff. Next to last book. Swamp Thing, Roots of Terror. And this is an oversized cover. The dust jacket. Take off. Sleep. Very cool. I read this in one sitting, to be honest with you. This is freaking great. The story, the opening story here is the talk of the saints. It grabs your heartstrings, man. God. The artwork in this is phenomenal. Freaking amazing. Got this book earlier this week. Man, I don't want to spoil this, but that was so good. This is such a good book. Recommend this to anyone. Everyone should read this. I think one of the stories that's in here. Let's see if we can see what this contains. Okay, here we go. Collecting Swamp Thing Winter Special #1 and Stories from Swamp Thing Halloween Horror Giant 1, Young Monsters in Love 1, and Cursed Comics Cavalcade 1. The Swamp Thing Winter Special #1, I think it was nominated for an Eisner for like best one shot or something like that. That's the first story, Tales of the Sinners. It pulls your heartstrings, it really does. It's absolutely amazing. Okay? I recommend everyone read that book. Read this. And the final book that I got today, in fact, an omnibus. So this is Conan the Barbarian, the original Marvel Years Omnibus, Volume 2. Volume 3 have already been solicited, coming out in January. So this is Volume 2. Collecting issues 27 through 51, Annual 1, Giant Size 1 through 4, and material from Savage Sword of Conan 1, 8, and 10. Obviously, I'm a huge Conan fan. You can't go wrong with this. It's classic Conan. If we can see them. If they have the cover, I think we could see. Oh, if they have, maybe. So this from 1973 till 1975. So it's part of the 70s. Awesome stuff. Roy Thomas, John Buscema, and Gil Kane, the main contributors. So, love it. So there you have it. A bunch of books. Sorry for that they're laying like this right now, but hope you enjoy the video. I know it became a little longer than I thought, but I had a lot to talk about. I don't know when my next video will be because I don't have any orders in right now, and I don't think I'll be buying anything maybe later in September. So I think this is a good pace. I keep do videos about every 2 or 3 months. I do plan to do a video on my collection. I haven't done that in a while, at least my hardcover collection, because I just moved down another box of trades in storage. I think now I have like 4 boxes, like 300, 400 trades down in storage. So obviously when I do the video, it won't be a complete collection. It'll be a video of my hardcovers and omnibuses and oversized type books and my Punisher books as well. But I'm gonna do that. So don't know when exactly. Probably next week. So until then, I'll have a good one and see you soon. Bye.